morning. Hello, good morning. How are you? How are you feeling? Excited? Confident? Hi, good morning. If you have not taken tea, kindly take tea, please. Take tea. If you haven't taken tea, take tea. We are going to start in few. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi, Com. How are you? Team Simbla, how are you? You're still standing, Cheshiganye. You haven't submitted. So, when I see you standing, means something is not right. Something is not right. How is everyone? How are you? Team FinHub, what's up? You haven't submitted? So what's going on? I see you guys being busy. If you're fine. So how is everyone? Yeah? Hands of women. Hello, I'm here, I'm talking. How are you? Are you all fine? Yeah? You're all tensed, you're on pressure, but you are prepared enough, right? You're prepared enough. You all have MVPs, so what's with the tension? You shouldn't be worried, shouldn't be scared. We don't have scary judges. They're not scary. They are friendly, they are lovely, and you're all winners. All of you, no matter what. You're all winners. The fact that you participated, the fact that you have an MVP makes you a winner. So our jury, our jury is going to start at 10. Right now, our CEO, Innocent Kawoya, is going to come here, pass on some information to you. He wants to see some energy in the house. Yeah? Tomorrow is the summit, so don't forget. We want to finish this thing very early so you can go home, go to the salon, go shopping. Chonache chili. Chonache chili. So Innocent, you're welcome.
Hi, good people. You're scared. Hi, everyone. Why are you scared now? Who is the winner? Come and make an acceptance speech. If the winners. Who are the winners? Acceptance speech. Who should? Marion.
I want to take this opportunity to thank HiPipo for the opportunity and the platform they gave us to shape our idea. We promise that you will not regret, and we shall grow and help the whole country at large. Thank you.
You have not accepted, but you are thanking. Okay? Team.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord is good, and all the time. Let's all clap for ourselves for being winners. We are all winners. We are all winners who win in different ways. So let's keep winning. Let's not stop here. And let's keep the ball rolling even after here. Thank you.
Thank you, Maureen. Acceptance speeches are still going on. Who are the winners? Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Are we happy? Sure? We are going to win this. Giving my acceptance speech, I'm very happy that we are the winners of today, of the Season 4 Women in FinTech Hackathon. I can't believe this, but in the first place, I would want to thank HiPipo in partnership with Moja Loop and the Ideation Corner for this opportunity. And This money will be of a great use to our company as a startup company, since we needed some funds to raise up. I'm so grateful for this, but we are all winners. All the best, guys.
Other winners? Jennifer?
Good morning, everyone. Jennifer Nana is my name, from Answer Women Foundation. My main focus is not into winning, but how to implement this after here. What is the next thing that I will do after here? Which means after today, I will still continue to implement this same app even in the rural areas, such that more women will be impacted into technology. Thank you.
Jennifer, we wanted an acceptance speech, eh? No. Please. Now, Suni and Zawi are all putting on the same color, eh? So you want to have a duo acceptance speech? Yeah? Oh my God. You'll be like, oh my God, I got this. Yeah?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much that we are the winners, but we are all winners. Business Banking Hub would like to thank the women in Hackathon FinTech, women in FinTech Hackathon, for this opportunity. We are really grateful. We have really put in hard work. We have really worked as a team. And yes, we are going to use these funds to, of course, grow our startup, make sure it gives in more. But thank you, and I believe everyone is a winner. Thank you.
Where are the winners? Yeah? I'm coming to you, Charity. Is that Charity?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry about my voice. I'm Ayebale Allen from HiPipo team. On behalf of my team, I want to thank everyone for this opportunity. I want to send my thanksgiving to the hackathon team for each and everything. We are all winners, because they said if you're here, you won the very day you were invited for this hackathon. So I say thank you to each and everyone here. Let's continue. Let's not end from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Hajat, salam alaikum. I want to see the winners in this room. Fortunate.
Good morning, everyone. First, we are thrilled, we are happy, we can't believe this. In fact, we are almost crying, but above all, we thank God. And of course, we thank women in FinTech and HiPipo and all the companies they are partnering with for giving us this platform to be able to showcase our potential through what we did. But I would also like to congratulate the rest of the teams for really being intelligent and hardworking people. We're all winners because we win in different ways. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. So you got to be saying power to the people. For those who know their language well, this day is truly made of God for so many reasons, but of course I can believe it that we are here today. Not so, Maureen. I see you're scared. We're going to beat that fear out of you. Eh? I see some of you are getting scared a little bit. But I'll tell you something about winning and fearing and how you feel like today, because I know how you feel like. I'm sure Ambassador Damalisali told you about a little bit of a story of how HiPipo became HiPipo. Eh? But for many years, we were like you. We were part of so many competitions those days that were not necessarily called hackathons, but they were innovation competitions. So it was only the word hackathon that wasn't used Elizabeth, I'm coming to you. I saw you wanted to have an acceptance speech. Now you're scared. So for many times, we only wanted to hear that we were shortlisted. So we didn't care whether we were the ones who are making it as number 1, number 20, or anything. But for many times, we always wanted to see our brand listed among the 100, the 30, the 50, and the rest. And we thank God that for all those times, we were among those that were selected. Until when we got tired of being a part of some competitions. Why? Because we didn't have enough time for some of them to perform as good as you do, to dedicate time and work on those products that we are putting forward. But every single time when we got into a competition like a hackathon, we had something to learn. Something. Though not as much as you're learning here today. Why? We could get into a competition that is typically virtual. They ask you to write a 2-pager, and that is your pitch. So when your pitch is selected among maybe 200 or 500, then you're asked to write a comprehensive document that is about maybe 25 pages or 40. And then after that, they do a pre-selection without you being present. Then they will call you to be present for maybe 2 or 3 days. It's a total marathon, and it is very rapid that you don't have any chance to even hear from anyone. We only have 1 or 2 mentors. You have no facilitator whatsoever, but you have people who are assisting you in getting things done. But somehow we could create products, a number of them. Of course, HiPipo was birthed already, but things like My Doctor were born in this kind of space. And today when I look back and I see since 2009, and My Doctor today serving thousands of people, I feel proud for us waiting for so long and believing in that product. One among so many that we created. So we are in this space today, and without a doubt, we have testimonies, we have stories that we've seen coming from here and becoming something very important. I mean, even just recently, we've had the likes of Kau, we've had Pesajet, we've had Izeri, we had many others coming here and then becoming something very different. But then we have all of you here. And all the other stories don't matter, I can tell you. All of them don't matter. Why? Because the story that gets people innovating and making it is the same throughout. The difference is that some people believe a little bit more, so they keep in, and others give up very early, so they go out. And we have so many choices to make today. But one of those choices we should make is we should choose to win. Like we said on the first day, winning is not going to be about the judges. It's not going to be about us. No. Today and tomorrow is only about the one who carried a lot of water in their bottle and they were able to run faster than all of us. Yeah? It is not about the one we say is the winner. No. It's about that one person who was either more prepared than everyone, so they came in and were able to run faster than everyone else. But all of us are getting to the touchline, not so? I don't think we have had any team drop out. Last year we had one team fading. Like they couldn't make it to day 3, and they had to run out because they were saying it is a marathon of some sort. I was having a chat with Agatha, she's my friend, and we have very funny stickers. Some of people beating others. She's very violent. So this morning she was telling me that she didn't know that this thing was hard. That day 1, day 2 were fine. Actually up to day 3, they felt like it was an okay place for a teacher like her to be in, and she thought things would happen their way. Because they won a competition recently with, I think, was it USAID or UNICEF? Yeah, with UNICEF. They won a competition recently. They created an environmental friendly, is it stove? An environmental friendly stove. And they were very excited and we were very happy that they won. So when she came here with you, after winning the other side, she came here and then she found some other people that are up to winning. Maybe, of course, they were the best even that side. And they have done so many things to actually prove to the world that they are very good and they're the best at what they do. But we established this environment not to just see you win and go away. So Evelyn will tell you, Comhanj will tell you, Maureen will tell you that we have a continuous interaction among us. Because when you come and become a part of us here, you become our responsibility. For a lifetime, I should say. For my own sake, I'll tell you that on behalf of me, you become our responsibility. And then you become our win, wherever you go and win. Why? We've been able to share something at some moment together. But because it's a whole life cycle and it's a process that we keep living in, we encourage all of us to keep communicating. We encourage all of us to create this community and make it very useful. Just last week, about 4 months ago, we started a circle, a women in FinTech circle. Of course, the men that are here are allowed to be a part of it. But last week, I have not talked about this throughout because I don't yet believe it that Vivian passed away. She was, from my point of view, she was my best person I ever met in any hackathon. Maybe I'll find another one, yeah? But she was my best friend I ever found in any hackathon. And I remember for many times, for those of you who saw her when she first came, she was even scared of speaking. Aksam was with her. She was even scared of speaking on the camera. Yeah? She couldn't even have another human being. And she had become so full of purpose that any single time I personally would want to have her around because this environment changed her life. But importantly, this environment breathes life not just in them, not you, even in us. Yeah. This environment gives us reason to say, I don't want to have any other meeting this week as long as we have the hackathon. I want to pay attention to you and learn something. On the other side, you're thinking that we are here to teach you. Some of us are not qualified. Some of us are dropouts. Yeah? And maybe we don't have the right. Yeah? But then we have the right to make sure we create a level playing field for all of us. But that we can't create without having such initiatives. That we can't create without having you being a part of the drive. So I told Vivian, I think in February, where I think a few days before they graduated or after, that if she ever needed a job, she was the first person I ever told anywhere that if she needs a job, she has a job at HiPipo anytime when she needs it. And she never took it on till when she passed on. Of course, that might not happen to all of us. Why? Because we are not creating an environment of you having to look for jobs. But rather, we want to create one where you are the ones that create jobs for other people. But that you're not going to do in one day. That you're not going to do in 1 week of the hackathon we've had. You won't. We are going to have to do this together, one day at a time for a long period of time. Yeah? It might take you years, Shumaya, like so many years. But what is that something that you really feel you can do and you can use the knowledge we have all here together and purposefully build it and use all of us to make sure we create that something we so much desire to create, even 10 years from now? If I ask you today, do you have that something in mind? Yeah? if someone asks all of you today individually that, do you have something you would want to support you for the next 10 years? And someone told you, if you give up on it, you pay fine. But if you need support, we are going to be available to support you. Do we all have that something? Yeah? Beth has. Do we all? Do you have them? What is that you have? Yeah? So, well, I'll tell you for the fact that it is out of nature that not all of us were born to start companies and be entrepreneurs. Not all of us were raised to be businesswomen and businessmen. But we can have something in the middle of being an entrepreneur. We can have something between being a businesswoman and a businessman. And probably the best fit among all the things we can talk about is being an innovator. Because being an innovator has nothing to do with creating a business. It has nothing to do with being an entrepreneur, like nothing. I myself, one of the reasons why I want to stay around people like you is because I have so many ideas that I know I will never use. And then, because of your high level of creativity, and because of your high levels of creativity, I believe that there is so much we can add to what you already have and the ideas you have by just having a one-on-one hour discussion and talking about just what you have, and then thinking about it our way, thinking about it with the kind of experience that we have. And that all is for free for all of us. But are you going to make use of it? Yeah? Or you're going to wait like Madam President and come back for the next hackathon? Yeah? At least I talked to Zahara sometime. Yeah? Are you going to wait for next year so that we have a conversation again? Are we going to wait for that? So, first of all, because tomorrow is going to be about celebrating all of you, the reason why we have the summit is specifically to have a party for all of you. Yes, there are panel discussions, there is everything, but we want everyone to come looking good, take some nice pictures of yourself, and then say it was worth the week, yeah? We don't want to end in this kind of boring environment. Sometimes it's boring, eh? So we want you to end in some bit of glamour. But importantly, we want to remind every one of you that has been a part of this conversation that when you subscribed, we became one big family. We have, I mentioned to all of you, we have an entrepreneurs and business persons mentorship, free of charge. Where's Doreen? So I'm sure you all know Doreen, right? So for anyone after today who would want to have a conversation every Tuesday and Thursday about how we better what you have, whether it's about bettering your education, I mean, there are many opportunities. I was talking to Komhanji yesterday, and we're discussing possibilities of advancing in our knowledge and skills. I'm sure we had this discussion with many of you as well in groups. And imagining if all of us here that have been using a pen and paper or a notepad to write something whenever we have a discussion, if only we spend some time every other time to learn about those keywords we've talked about. If we talked about open APIs, if we talked about interoperability, and then you read about everything interoperability, then if you can, look for a course online. I mean, there's HarvardX, there's Coursera and all the other places. And some of these courses are actually for free. And if you decided to do a course of 6 weeks, 4 weeks, every other time, how many would you do in 50 weeks? You just need 1 hour every day of your time. You have a phone, you have internet. So if you decided to learn about machine learning, yeah, big data, artificial intelligence, whichever thing you want to learn about, but then just take time, learn mobile money the best way. So that after 1 year, when we come back here, I don't need to come here and discuss mobile money. Yeah? Maureen can come and say, no, I'm conversant with mobile money. Let me tell you what I know. That you're going to become. Imagine waking up and your LinkedIn profile has 30 certifications in different things that pertain the things we do. They can be business, they can be leadership, whichever they may be, depending on what you like. But just dedicating an hour every day of your life to learn something new. But don't just learning to have it in your head, also having some documentation that actually learned this thing. Imagine what you would become. So we always refer to ourselves as dropouts, but we learn a lot. As in, I have personally, when COVID came, I decided to do several courses with Harvard, not because I really needed to do them. Actually, I found out that everything I was trying to learn, I knew. But it wasn't structured in my head in the same way education structures it. So what I found is an organized way of arranging the things I know, of putting together the experience that I have. Just within 2021 and 2022, I found myself having 30 certifications. Like 30. But then I'm so busy. In the same time, I wanted to watch 24, the series. And I wasn't able to complete 24 within the 2 years. But I was able to complete 30 certifications. So imagine if I was a career person who wants to have a job somewhere. Do you think you will compete with me? But I can tell you I only paid for about 4 of them. The rest, they are free and available. So imagine that kind of impact. Just saying I spend 1 hour, but I have the discipline to say whether it's a Sunday, whether it's a Monday, because I said I should do this, the birthdays will wait. The weddings will wait until when I've done something that is mine. Why? It might be the only capital you have as a human being. The money will come in after you working for it. The money will come in after you being lucky and win a competition like this one. But then it is not enough. It's very little money that we give people because we don't have it yet. And our dream is to say, maybe we can convince our partners, our funding partners, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who we much appreciate, to one time come even bigger and say when we are done with the hackathon, we'll create space for all of you, each team having an office, so that we can see you every day when you're available. And see you through for a year and see you become the things you want you to become. But that is costly, and we haven't gotten to that space, but we shall get there. But the least we can tell you today is, can we find the best ways of using what we have? And what you have among all of us here is only one thing that we all own. And I'll ask someone who knows what we have, and that person will be the one to help the first birthday girl to cut her cake. What do we have that we all own here and we can use?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I am Natsanze Daisy, FinTech's Empowerment Hub. First of all, what we have as a team, all of us here, we have a platform.
Thank you, Daisy. What do we have? Someone? Another person to win another Made of God shirt? Maureen. One like this one that I'm putting on.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maureen, a team from Chikumi. All of us here, we do have talents and gifts. So we need to make sure that we put them to use. And we all have something unique inside us. Thank you. So bring it out.
Patra?
Good morning, everyone. What we have in common is the fact that we're problem solvers. What we're trying to do is create solutions with using what we know innovatively.
Thank you.
I'm Zahara from Team FinHub. What we have, I would say there are three things. We have the ideas, we have the knowledge, and we have a platform.
Thank you, Zahara.
Good morning, I'm Daniel Oluga from Game Changers, and what we all have here is just life, and we can use it.
Thank you. Game Changers, all the way from Barra, right? So, we all have something, and I talked about it. And thank you all for, okay. You want to have the microphone? Okay. You want to be like cruising? Eh? Yeah. What? Decreasing, cruising. Okay. So, we are between that, and thank you all for your responses. But there is one thing, in my opinion. Yes, we have a platform. And sometimes that platform can be a lot of bullshit, like a lot of rubbish. Because it might not make sense to everyone. Yeah? Someone else doesn't want to do this. They won't want to spend time here and keep here doing what you're doing because they think it is not any sense to them. Maybe they want to sell something. But then, I saw people sleep here last night, just to make sure that they deliver on their MVPs. Where are those people that slept here? Yeah? Where are those people, our heroes? I want to tell you something. It's a beautiful thing. Me and Master, we overslept in Makerere University. Not for a year, for some good time. And why? Because internet was very fast at night. Anytime after 11, internet was very fast. But then the custodian never allowed for opening the computer lab and the faculty anytime after 9. So the only thing we could do is, as long as they are closing, they close us in. And we were ready for any fire, whatever it may be. And we could download terabytes of content, videos to learn from. But then also we're working a lot in building the music industry, so we could upload a lot of videos, literally any other day. And when we see you here, we just want to tell you, if you want to sleep, do like on your work, sleep at that. It is not anything wrong you're doing. If you want to work more than any other person, do it. Why? Because at some point, you really need to use what you have. Yes, we have life, yeah? But when we have time, it's the only thing you can sell to someone. You'll have the knowledge, but we might be working on something new. And then we all have to learn from the same thing. But we have time to learn. Not so fortunate? So, if we have time, what are we using our time to do? So, this week, you all made effort and made time to be here throughout. Asha, you made time. I think they are probably, last year it was Zahara, Martha, and Josephine. They were the youngest team. I think now you've been out-competed. There is a vacist here. Oh, Emily was here last year. Was she? No, she wasn't. So there is another league of young people, young talents. And all of us that are old, we envy them. We're like, okay, these are the things we should be doing for our children when they are 8 years, when they are 9 years. They should be in hackathons. They should be hacking on ways of creating the best designs if they want to be tailors and fashionistas. They should be learning how to make boreholes. They should be learning how to drive tractors and all that, yeah? And because you have time, can we make use of that time? So Where are our birthday girls and okay? Where are our birthday girls? Please come. We're going to disturb you the whole week. Please come. We ordered, and thanks to Sauda, we have our order. Where is the fourth one? Eh? There are 4. Okay. Where is the fourth one? Hey, my numbers. Sorry. Sauda, people should see you here. So we want someone among you who makes bed sheets so that we can support you. Yeah? So Sauda does these cakes. Yeah? And they're beautiful, they're nice. Yeah? And so all of you should get her contact whenever you can. Yeah? Sumaya has a YouTube channel. So she's running a sort of tech-driven TV. Subscribe to her channel. Share it. Yeah? You lose nothing by supporting her. Beth is already running her service. I requested all of us yesterday to share about her. Please share your picture in the group and what you want us to share, and then we share it. Yeah? Everyone else here is doing something. Someone else is too smart here among us. Let's tell the world that they are smart, such that when we get to the touchline, everyone is winning their way. Yeah? One is winning by being the best innovator in this space. The other one, we told you recently, we visited one of our pioneers who actually participated in the hackathon 3 times. Queen, she has a beach. It is growing, but it started here. She tells me all the time that it is, she said she calls them young girls. She said, those young girls challenged me. Yeah, I was thinking of going back to Johannesburg and work like I used to work all my life. But then I thought I could do better after seeing those young innovators doing what they do. Now, for every single year, HiPipo team will have to go and visit her beach. When we go there, we spend. Yeah? But every single year for the rest of our lives, we have to go there because she's one of us. So, every one of you is not going to win by coding. Everyone is not going to win by creating a FinTech. No. Some of you are going to win by creating the right consumption pattern so that when the innovations are created, someone can consume them. Yeah? So, to those that we celebrated this week, happy birthday again. Happy birthday, Maureen. Happy birthday, Madam President. We are so honored and privileged to have all of you here, but also celebrate you being born in this month of the hackathon. Yeah? Happy birthday again. Please, I hope there will be enough for all of us. Please cut your cakes. Can we sing them happy birthday again?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you for not getting tired of doing that for them. Please. Yeah, these are specially made for them. They're not your usual birthday cakes. Where is alien skin? Yeah. Where is alien skin? Please. One is yours, sir. Yeah. Make sure the pieces are enough for all of us. Apart from me, me, I'll buy mine. You give me one. Yeah, so, anyway, I wanted to speak to winning. Dana, don't get too scared, okay? We are in this thing together. Come, Hanj. We are going to continue with our conversation. Yeah? And we're going to have that conversation every day, every time. Yeah? But I'm very, very, very proud of having all of you here. And I wish we can have this even more other times. But importantly, I also want to take this opportunity to thank the great team of HiPipo. Yeah. The team is led by our Chief Operations Officer, Nicholas Kalunji, who happens to be my young brother. Yeah, so, yeah, no conflict of interest, eh? Yeah, no conflict of interest, but his leadership helps us make sure these things happen, yeah? So when you see him, know you're seeing all of us, eh? But the team is, I think you found great vibes with the team, eh? And I think you're happy meeting them. We are equally happy knowing all of you. Happy, aren't we happy? Yeah. So I thank the team. I thank our facilitators, Cleo, CEO of Club Tangaza, Simon, all the way from Congo. Yeah. Dorothy, Full Stock. Dorothy, that dress is nice. Yeah. Well, I would like to thank Paul Baker. I had to ambush him a few days before the hackathon, and he has a lot of work to do, but he accepted among so many people. I am the chair of the Moja Loop Community Council, so that I don't expect people to say no to me when I ask them to come and help us. I've been voted twice in 3 years, so I thought I have an upper hand, but people said no, eh? And which is okay. And Paul Baker didn't say no. He said, whatever it is, he's going to come and dedicate time. Yeah. And I hope you made good use of him. And then he's going to be, he just told me this morning that he's going to be as available as possible for all of us, even going forward. So let's make use of our channels on Slack, GitHub. Our WhatsApp group will be merged after the hackathon, so we shall go into the main group where all of us that have participated before are. Yeah. Do not ever press that left button, eh? Because we shall tell you RIP. Yeah. So, but I want to thank everyone that made time to be a part of this conversation. To everyone that you see on the cameras. They work in different places. They are part of us and part of other places. NG Films, that is also the owner of NG TV. I would like to thank all of you for making time to be a part of this. To thank our hosts, Hive Collab. This space here is owned by Hive Collab. They always make it available for us to use. But importantly, to thank our partners, Ideation Corner, Infitex. Paul works with Infitex, Moja Loop Foundation, Cross Lakes Technologies, Cyber PLC Academy, and then to also, we should clap for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Let's clap for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. That can't be enough. So the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation are our very generous sponsors. So for everything you see happening here, whether it is those nice shirts we put on, whether it's the data we have to use, yeah, it is their money that we use to make sure this happens every year. Eh? Yeah, it is their money, yeah. And we can't thank them enough for being generous for so many years. And they promise to keep supporting this every other year. We are hoping that even many other fruits that we are praying for will come through soon. But most importantly, we also want to thank God for being God, yeah, all the time, yeah. No matter what name you call God, whether you call him Allah, Jah, Jehovah, whatever name you call God, he's always been God for us. Yeah? It's always been God. It will always be God for all of us. And we can't be thankful enough. Lastly, and most importantly, I hope all of you have had a share of the birthday cakes. Yeah? I want you to clap for yourselves. You can't be clapping for yourselves like that. Yeah, I want you to thank yourselves for once. Say, I want to thank me for being me. Eh? I want to thank me for believing in me. Yeah? Yeah, I want you to thank yourself for being among those that are leading the way in creating an inclusive economy that is beneficial for everyone. You'll remember these words 5 years from now. I know we're all going to be alive, yeah? You remember these words even 10 decades from now. Your children will remember what we are saying today. That because you chose to be among winners, you led the way in making sure that the world achieves full financial inclusion. You made the way in making sure that those you started with that had no hope, yet they were studying every day to get first-class degrees, found a better way of living after being a part of this conversation, after knowing you, in whichever way they know you. We all can't be in the universities where you are. We can't be influential to all the people you influence. But you being around here and you becoming the better version of who you are, you will be able to influence so many people and change so many lives that would never change. So I would like to end by congratulating all of you, yeah? As in, congratulations all of you for making it here. We are equally privileged to have you the same way you are. And we are glad that you made it and you made it to this day. Yeah? To tell you from the beginning, like I said, we are all winners. And because we are all winners, today should not be about you presenting to win. It should be about you presenting your best. Not so, Diana? We are presenting the best. Yeah? I can tell you without fear that we can change the rules after your presentations. If all of you present the best way, we can decide to say everyone is a winner. Yeah? These rules can be changed. They're not written on stone. Yeah? I can also tell you without fear that sometime in October, we have a small package for all of you. Yeah? As in all of you, sometime in October. Why? Because if someone asked me, this is the best hackathon I've ever seen anywhere in the world, not for us alone. Yeah? This year is the best one I've ever seen anywhere. As in anywhere. Yeah? And guess what? We can't make it the best one because we're not the participants. We can't make any contribution to it because the things we're telling you are only 1% of the things we know. Yeah? But you have made it so colorful, you've made it so vibrant, and then you've made it worth every single effort we've made from our side. So because it is the best hackathon, yeah, sometime maybe in December, I told someone we're going to have a food party. Diana, yes? Yeah, I told Komhanja and Diana yesterday that we're going to have a food party, eh? And we shall invite all of you, eh? That we have that food party, yeah? So who of you here has an old phone? Yeah? Komhanja, let me see your phone. Please bring it here. I'm the only one seeing it. I want to see. Let me come and see it anyway. You have no smartphone? Yeah? Okay. Uh-huh. Who else? Let me see your phone. Uh-huh. Yes. Where's your other phone? Where's your other phone? That's new. You have two phones. You have two phones. What, lady? Well, a screen guard. Where is yours? Now people who have iPhones are saying they have old phones. Like seriously. iPhone, ours, Androids are telephones, and iPhone is a phone, not so? Yeah, so, well, so all of us need phones, eh? I was going to say, power to the people. Power to the people. So come on, I am going to buy you a phone. Eh? Yeah? Yeah, this is not HiPipo money. Eh? I'm selling 2 goats to buy one to use for now. Eh? Not a very expensive one, but yeah, one that can work. Yeah? And sorry, I had to look at the phones. Eh? And then for Evelyn, sometime in September, I'll buy you one as well. Yeah? Yeah, so, and well, we need the devices to work, not so? And I hope that one day we can have a hackathon where everyone goes away with a computer, yeah, that can install Docker, yeah, 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 that can actively, yeah, something that is like maybe 16 GB RAM. Yeah, but I can assure you, I can tell you this without fear or favor, that in the next hackathon, yeah, in the next hackathon, yeah, one person will go away with an iPhone 14, yeah, no, I can assure you, it won't be at the summit, it will be here in the hackathon. God will determine the metrics of why someone will win it, yeah. But probably we are going to see the most active person until that time that will come back, yeah? And they'll go away with an iPhone 14 Pro Max, yeah? 516, yeah? So you can remember that and mark that. We shall have that one for, yeah? It is just about 10 months from now, yeah? So whatever you're working on, make sure we're active enough. Not so? We have nothing else to share. The budget is getting drained. But I can tell you God is going to fill up the pots. Yeah? And I pray as He's filling up mine, He fills up yours. And I also pray that for everything you ever desire to have, for all the wins you want to have, including the win for today, that you may win. Yeah? Unfortunately, I have to be on the other side of the judges. It is the most tight position I ever sit in. But I'll tell you, whatever is going to happen, all of us are winners. Yeah? All of us are winners. So, as I conclude, the team that is going to have the best presentation under 5 minutes is going to win 50 GB. Yeah, whichever network you own. Each person. Yes. The team that will have the best presentation. Yeah? Are we clear? The team that will have the best presentation is going to win 50 GB each person. So if you're for that's 200 GB. You don't need to do anything for that money. You don't need to strip dance. You don't need to do anything. You just need to present the best. Yeah? And the best is, don't present because someone has presented something. So you want to challenge them. present the best version of what you've been working on since last Thursday. Yes? Asha? Smile. Yeah, challenge yourselves, challengers. Yeah? Okay? So, with those very many words, I would like to thank Charlotte, our FinTech events manager. And I wish I would ask Zauja and George to dance for us. But, yeah, I wish I could. Zauja, hi. So someone told me you're not allowed to eat participants. Yeah? 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 So someone told me, Zauja, hi. George. Director George, hi. So, Zauja is a film producer. Eh? I'm so happy that and very proud that when we asked her to join, we called on the last day, her team lost one person. And then she didn't even ask anyone why she should be part. Eh? She just joined the team from her film production, and every day I ask her whether she has learned something. And maybe she'll tell that story next year. Maybe we'll see her movie being the most watched movie across the continent by next year. Eh? Yeah, and her coming here driving maybe a Discovery, a Jeep, an Audi, eh? Or a HiPipo car. Eh? Yes? So I send you greetings, Zauja and George. Eh? Yeah, you are live on HiPipo TV and NGTV. Yeah, and I again thank Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte. Yeah. Having light moment. Charlotte, thank you so much. When you see her in person, please thank her for making this happen. Yeah. Of course, she's guided by our chief operations. Eh? Next year, we're going to have hackathons in about 3 countries. So we might be in Nairobi as well with the same experience. This year we are having a hackathon in Dar es Salaam sometime in October, between 9th and 17th of October. So someone might win a ticket to join us among you here. So whatever you're doing, we might want you to be a facilitator. Eh? So please present your best. Okay? Lastly, God bless you all. May you all that never dreamt of being billionaires become billionaires. Yeah. May you all that have been struggling with believing in the little things you do, find some faith in believing in what you're doing because it's greatness. And may God see you through everything that you're going to have to do from this day until the end of time. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Innocent. Once again, let us applaud him, and also for giving us cakes for birthday celebrants. I would like to, we're about to start the very, very important, don't be stressed and tensed. I'm going to invite Cleopatra. She's going to give you a few instructions. Yeah, then we'll start off.
Thank you, Charlotte. Good morning. How are you doing? You're fine. Yeah, so you look lovely. I want to commend you on dressing up for the part. Okay? Yeah. So keep your presentation clean, smooth, and simple. Okay? And then when it comes to the time of showcasing the MVP, I know most of them are on local host, okay? So you're going to walk over to the judges and show them. They are not yet here, but when you see the judges seated, after presenting the pitch deck, you walk over to them, okay? Yes. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, say, yeah. Okay? Is it clear? So the pitch deck, those are the slides. Okay? And then you walk over to the judges and show them the demo of the MVP. Okay? Yeah. Good luck. And I'm so proud of you. I know things are working now. You know? I hope they remain working until the presentation ends. Okay? Don't try to start fixing stuff now. If it's working at this point, don't break it. Just, you know, just a semicolon might ruin everything. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah, may the best team win.
Okay. Hello. So the time has come. The time has come. I'm going to invite our judges to take the seats. Paul, Innocent, Paul, Innocent, George. Like I told you, we have the rest of the judges watching live, and others are just caught up, but they are coming. However, we are going to start off. And then, when you're presenting, we are going to be standing here. Once you're done, just to make a little correction about what Cleo said, instead of going to them there, they will come here and look at your solution. Yeah, they will come to you. The judges will come to you. You will not go to the judges. Are you ready? Okay, so we are going to, I hope the work is in your folders. I'm going to open the folder. We open the work. If anything that needs demonstration and it is locally hosted on your laptop, they will come and look at it. Otherwise, those who have put in their folders and they are active, the links are active, we click on them. So we are starting now. We are going to start with Forex. Remember, we have 10 minutes here, but Innocent has said, if a team is efficient enough to present in 5 minutes, they'll get a prize. No one has said you have to present in 5 minutes. Is that understandable? If you're efficient enough and you can make it in 5 minutes, you win your prize, but you have 10 minutes. Okay? Yeah. So we'll be standing here while presenting. Once you're done, the judges will come and look at your solution.
Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen, and dear judges. I'm going to start by telling you a brief story. Recently, I had a friend who traveled from Kenya, and she needed some funds. She was staying in Gayaza, which is a bit far from town. So she needed some funds, but she had funds in her local home account, which she couldn't access. So she asked me around, where can I find an M-Pesa withdrawal point, which is located up to town. So she had to look for a way of traveling up to town, look for an M-Pesa point in order for her to access the funds that she needed. So I sat down and asked myself, could this be different? Could we find a way to make people access their funds easier in whatever currency they need them to be accessed? And that is why we bring to you Forexpress. My name is Acheng Elizabeth Ashley from Team Forexpress, and with me I have my teammates Akulu Agatha Rachel and Namagembe Shami. So Team Forexpress has come to solve the issue of instant and quick accessibility to funds cross borders, so that at some point when you are stuck in another country but you need to access money from your home account, this platform can help you transfer that money, and it will do instant conversion so that you will get an equivalent of your money in whichever country you are. And on top of that, it will show you the transfer rate it will use. So at a certain point when you are stuck, this process is simplified. You can easily access your funds and it's got in a different currency. So what problem are we seeing, ladies and gentlemen? Cross-border payments in Eastern Africa is difficult and expensive due to high forex rates and limited access to transaction points, which creates delays. Which takes me back to the point I told you about earlier. This person who was far off, like a couple of towns away, had to look for a physical access point to access the money they had in their mobile money agent from their country. So we think that this can be simplified so that when someone is stuck and they need access to funds, they can solve it. So we have seen that there is a lack of efficient platforms for cross-border payments. It hinders trade and financial transactions. Due to a limitation of the number of slides, we left out the statistics. But just to give you a bit of background research and statistics, recently, BFA, which is a global consulting firm specializing in financial services for low-income people, it found out that 22 to 42% of East Africans, after doing a research, did not send money due to access of a proper instrument of sending money that they consider efficient and cheap. Some people even opt to move money physically. So we did some research. When you get the number of students, you find that in East Africa, we have a very high level of immigrants. People are from South Sudan, they're residing in Uganda. People are from Ethiopia, they're residing in Uganda. They need to send money instantly. At some point when a student is stuck, they need to call back home and send money in a way that is not expensive, in a way that is instant and cost effective. So that is why ForExpress comes in to bridge the gap. Now ForExpress incorporates the interoperability by modular loop to ensure that the different financial institutions across different platforms have access to each other, can communicate, so that at the end of the day, even if you're in a different financial institution, you want to send money in a different financial institution in a different country, all of you are one interconnected village. And at the end of the day, you're able to send that money and easily access it. I'm going to hand over to Agatha, who will talk about our core value proposition.
Yeah, thank you so much. So our core value proposition is that we provide simple, convenient, and affordable cross-border payments to immigrants, to foreigners, and businesses in Eastern Africa using real-time and transparent instant currency conversion rates, helping the people to achieve financial stability and prosperity. So the unique thing about us is that at ForExpress, we focus more on innovation to instantly convert currencies and of course cheaply send money, thus minimizing the unnecessary costs and of course helping people to save money and achieve their financial goals. Yeah, thank you. So to our MVP.
Fast. So we'd like to demonstrate how our application works. When you come in, you're able to sign up and then send money, like I said earlier. If someone is in Kenya, they'll receive in Kenyan shillings. If someone is in South Sudan, they'll receive it instantly in whichever currency they would like to receive it. So in conclusion, from our research, we found out that cross-border trade in Eastern Africa goes to a tune of about 143 billion US dollars. That's the kind of market that Forex Press can tap into and give a channel for these funds to flow freely and promote development. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Forex, and thank you for keeping time. Next, we are having FinHub. After FinHub, it will be Sianet.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Namuga Martha, and these are my teammates, Kachebaze Emmanuel, Nankunda Josephine, and Namir Zahara Bidin, and we are Team FinHub. So FinHub is a financial platform that offers financial services to university students. We decided to concentrate on university students because research shows that the youth cover the largest percentage in the population that are financially constrained. So when we made a pilot study in Makerere, we put out forms, realized that 20% of the students there want to save some more, another 20% want to invest, and the 60 want to learn how to use their money right. So this is where FinHub comes in. FinHub gives them that platform to do all that. You register with us at a small fee of 5,000 Ugandan shillings, which is the membership fee, and you're able to set a plan. You set your financial goal. You say in the next 3 months, I'm supposed to save up 2 million for my laptop. So you save periodically. And in the same ground, we offer learning services to these students. You can be stuck with tuition and yet you've been saving. So we give you that platform to come and pick that loan without collateral, and you have to bring back after a specified period of time. But most importantly, we give them the platform to learn how to use to learn how to grow their financial life. With FinHub, we upload articles that will teach you how to invest, what are the correct investment ventures, what would you gain if you actually saved. So this is the knowledge students actually need. Because you wake up one day, you've received your government allowance, 1 week down the road, you do not know where this money disappeared to, and yet you could actually plan for it. You know, when I get this money, I'm going to save 20% with FinHub, I'll use the remaining 10 for this investment, and so we are giving you that platform to learn how to use this money right. So why would you want to save with us? To start with, FinHub is accessible. If you have a smartphone, you have Play Store, you have FinHub. It's also affordable. This 5,000 Ugandan shillings can be good. A student can actually afford those 5,000 Ugandan shillings, and it's reliable. Thanks to Moja Loop, we can have real-time transactions. This is why you would opt for FinHub. And for us, it's profitable because we are going to earn from the interests with the loans and the 5,000 membership fee. Core value proposition, FinHub provides digitally tailored financial knowledge and services to Ugandan university students in a collaborative and learning environment with with an engaging and user-oriented communication technique. So we are going to help these students reach financial independence at a young goal through the ability to seamlessly integrate financial education and personalized savings strategies. I would like to invite your judges to come and see our MVP. Thank you.
So Martha is currently signing into the page so that she can save to buy her laptop, since she's offering a course that needs a laptop. Yes, Martha is going to save. She goes to save and she starts her new plan in the saving. She's going to name her plan laptop because that is her main aim of saving. Yes, Martha decides to save weekly because daily will be very hard for her since she's a student. She decides to save 50K since that will be the money that will be available. She doesn't lock the account because locking the account, she's expecting some emergencies in the future, like university students, something can come up. She selects her start date that will be favorable for her according to the income she's having currently. Then her plan summary is being displayed and how it's going to move on with the interest rate. Then she will have to, Martha has gotten a problem in the due course and she wants to get some money to reach out her necessity. Well, she has not yet she has not yet chosen the way of putting the money she put on the saving plan. She proceeds with the process. Martha decides to use mobile money because that is quicker for her than going to the bank. Then she enters her phone number. Then the amount she also decided earlier alone on her plan summary, that was 50,000. Then she proceeds. In the due course, Moja Loop will have to discover in the first place, discover the two accounts, that is the mobile money account and our bank account. Then it will have to agree. Then after, the notification of confirming payment will have to pop up and she enters her PIN number she registered. Then a congratulatory message will have to come in due to the transfer that has been done by Moja Loop from the two accounts. Then the money will have to be displayed on the page, having finished the plan summary and the money has been displayed. Then in the due course, Martha gets a problem. She wants to withdraw money from her account since she saved it, but she has gotten a problem in the due course. She decides to withdraw money using the mobile money to her phone mobile money. She enters the mobile number, then also the amount she wants to withdraw. She wants to withdraw 5,000 since that was the money in her need. Then she chooses the plan. From the plan she saved earlier, that was a laptop. Then in the due course, Moja Loop will have to debit our account and it will have to credit her account, and it displays a notification to confirm, and then Moja Loop will have to transfer the funds to her account. Then they will have to congratulate her upon the successful transaction. And then the money will be displayed, the balance. Thank you.
In conclusion, save with FinHub and gain financial knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much, FinHub. You have also presented within your 10 minutes. Next is signees.
Good morning. Good morning, judges. My name is Patricia Giramia, Team Cyanese Investors. This is John Vianney Waswa, Team Cyanese as well. Cyanese is here to help fintechs to integrate investment products into their services. We offer an API solution that helps them to overcome all the issues with regulatory compliance and all the operational costs that are involved. So with Cyanese, it's a one-stop for fund managers, for fintechs who want to offer investment products but cannot handle all the operational costs that are involved, and they don't want to go through all the regulations and compliance.
Okay, just to add on what Patricia said, did you know in 2021, Daily Monitor published a story where over 15 million US dollars was lost by 60,000 Ugandans to an investment scam? And do you know why this was happening? Kindly scroll. One, people do not have access to potential investment classes. Because the investment classes, let's start with this. Because the investment classes are variable, are localized, you cannot get to buy a treasury bill without leaving this room. Secondly, there are fintech companies like you guys here, and you would like to list at least one investment class on your product. But for you to do that, you must be completely regulated and compliant, which is very hard. Thirdly, most of the technologies that are attached to the current investment classes are aging out and old-fashioned. So Cyanese came out and we came out and said, no, something should be done. This is what we built. We built a technology, and we call this technology an API. So this technology enables fintech companies like you to integrate investment features without you having to face regulation, compliance, and operational expenses. Secondly, it enables you to access a wide range of digitalized investment classes. Thirdly, I think I've explained this. So how do we do this? We build the technology, we look out for a licensed fund manager, and we offer the investment services. So we are more like a software as a service. So what makes us sure that this technology will work out? ShipaCash alone had over 137,608 people buying stocks in 2022 alone, and over 55 billion US dollars were processed via mobile money to digital platforms that power investments. We've also pivoted and raised over 1,800 users. So with this kind of market validation, we are so sure that our API can get to work in the fintech space. What kind of market population are we offering? So we build the technology. After building that technology, we look out for leading fintech players like you guys in this room. So we come to you and be like, you want to offer an investment service? Yes. Look, you cannot do that without facing regulation and compliance. But if you integrated our technology, you can do it in the next 2 days. Boom, they are fine. We propose the same proposition to ShipaCash, and hopefully by the end of this quarter, we shall be live. So this is the kind of product we have. We have a mobile app. We use this for our B2C. You can get to download and explore investment classes. We also have an API. This is for integration with other fintechs and digital platforms. So it enables you to access your risk profile, access a wide range of investment products. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Our MVP, kindly.
Just understanding from the pitch that you said that obviously you use an API to bypass or connect different companies with policies and regulations. Would it be dependent on the company itself, or how would you suggest, because obviously different companies, policies and regulations would be different. How does the API, or what is the construct in how many regulations that you can bypass or understand?
Okay, this is the kind of regulation you have for someone to offer an investment class in Uganda. You must be licensed by CMA. It's the Capital Market Authority. So once you have that license, then you're okay to list that investment class. So what we do, we build the technology. After building the technology, we look for who has that license. We partner with them. We get their investment products. We list them for other fintechs. So a fintech like, let's say HiPipo would like to list a treasury bill. They will just list it easy because they are working with someone that is already having license.
So in regards of like fund investments, there's different types of categories within fund investments. How many licenses would you be able to adopt in your API to cover a range of the different classes or about different types of funds that somebody might want to learn about?
I'm only informed of one type of license as for now, the CMA, maybe, and the payment system processor for the Bank of Uganda. I don't know anyone yet.
So a key part to the success of this is to profile and assess the risk of the individual, and then satisfy the people providing loans that that your clients are low risk, so that you can give them good rates. How are you doing that?
So I think she will get to this plate over here. But we list a couple of questions. These questions are, they have, I would say, an algorithm attached to them. So once you list, the system will automatically know, okay, depending on how you listed depending on how you answered your questions, this is the most probable investment class that could fit your need. It's more like you get to answer questions and the system will be like, treasury bills can do for you. This can do for you. So it's the risk profile we get through.
But if the risk profile is not, the suggestions are not up to your standards, you're free to choose your own. It's not a must. It's just a suggestion.
Okay, so I think we understood risk profile.
So when the user logs in, this is what they see. They get to deposit. When they're depositing, they get to see where they're depositing to based on a risk profile. For now, it's T-bills. If you don't want to deposit to bills, you're going to edit your risk profile. This is the series of questions we ask you. Objectives for investment, you can choose the options. What are time horizon? You get to choose options. For now, it's just for where you've invested in the past, maybe treasuries. Maximum loss, maybe 10%, less than 10. Capital, source of funds, maybe you have a gift or inheritance. Savings. Then we ask you some other questions also. This is like general knowledge questions.
Maybe if you choose an option, yes. If you consider borrowing money, then inflation, then we process your score. So my score is 28. I am a low or conservative risk taker. This is the suggestion. This is what the risk profile would suggest you invest in: 30% cash, 50% credit, venture 15. Or if you're not into that, you get to choose your own, maybe stocks. That's what you want. Then you submit this. Your risk profile is edited. So when you come back to deposit, you now deposit into stocks.
I actually think maybe you, when you're doing the presentation, not presented it as you've shown it. Am I correct? Because we've understood two different things. You said it offers educational services about investment, but this actually gives you investment services and where to invest. Am I not understanding it correctly? So idealistically, you're showing platforms on the forex on where to invest and how risky the different structures of investment that is. So it's not an educational service that I might want to learn a little bit more about what treasury bonds are or what. Okay, all right, so I understand it.
Okay, so for now we have personal investments. Hopefully in the future we shall have circle groups and clubs. So you can make an investment online, put in your amount.
Okay, team signers, your time up.
Time up.
Okay, thank you so much. Next we have Pesajet. Try to manage your time well, and when others are presenting, please don't murmur. You're making some noise there. I can't identify who is making noise, but I can hear it. Let us be silent.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I am Angela Kansemire from Team Pesajet, joined by my colleague, Aksam Luanga, and we are going to be presenting about our application, Pesajet. First of all, our problem statement. We have done some research and found that micro, medium, and small-scale businesses are collapsing. And the main reason they are collapsing is because of a lack of capital and a lack of cash flow for their business. And why this is important for us, for example, Uganda as a country, is that these medium, small-scale businesses employ over 2.5 million people in this country, and they account for at least 80% of the GDP of this country. So these small-scale businesses are very crucial to us as an economy and to the livelihoods of people in this country, and especially the vulnerable people. So we came up with a solution to help them keep their businesses afloat by providing them with low interest, quick stock loans for their businesses, that they can keep their businesses afloat, keep doing business, and then repay back using our platform. So our solution is called Pesajet. It's an innovative mobile phone application. You can find it on Google Play Store or any other phone application. So what the app does, you simply log in. So what is very unique about this app is that it does not take a lot of time to log in. All you require is a phone number where you can just input your phone number, you'll get a one-time password, and you'll be able to log into the system. We wanted to make the login and the sign-up information as easy as possible to enable these small-scale business owners easily log into the system and access these loans. When they get this one-time password, they simply log in, they apply for a stock loan. First, they'll have to fill out a KYC, and in this KYC, we basically ask their names, their information about their businesses. They attach their national IDs or their trading licenses or their business registration numbers, and they apply for a stock loan. How do they apply for this stock loan? They simply tell us the items they need, their quantities, a short description, and then they give us the place of delivery that they want this stock delivered to. And they also give us a name of a guarantor who we may contact in case there's any default in the loan payments. So when they apply for this loan, we receive this application on our end, we acknowledge it, and then we set a date and a time and get in touch with them, visit their premises, and see how their businesses are being run. This is to give us as an organization also the guarantee that this business actually exists, this business is working, and this business will not default on payments, that it's there, and we can easily approach them whenever there is any defaults in payments and all this. So while after assessing all this and satisfying ourselves that this is a business that needs to be supported and is in need of our services and is also going to pay back this loan, we a PesaJet platform by simply depositing money on this platform using simple methods either by bank or mobile money, and they'll just receive a prompt on their phone where they'll just type in their passwords or their financial institution information, and they'll be able to pay back this loan. It's 20% of the amount you're requesting for. So for example, you're asking for 1 million shillings, Uganda shillings, at least you must have deposited 200,000 shillings on our digital wallet, and that will act as collateral for us to give you this loan. So our core value proposition is PesaJet provides swift, low-interest stock loan services to micro, small, and medium-scale businesses within the commercial and financial domain, tailored towards the business owner stock needs. And our groundbreaking digital application and concept harnesses the power of financial MVP. Welcome the judges to So then, if you want to apply for a merchant stock loan, you would have to come to finance. You come to the merchant stock. You first fill in the details of the guarantor and their contacts. And then you add the item. You have more items to add, you can just come to add item and put them there. And then you can put also the delivery address for the stock. And then the contact person. So this is the person we get in touch with when you want to come and visit the premises for our pre-loan approval process. And then you confirm. So it will show you this, and then you also receive an SMS message on your phone that your application for a stock loan has been approved. And then when we have visited your premises and assessed that you are liable for our loan, then we shall come here, and then we shall resend this to you for approval. You'll see your payment schedule. We shall be giving low interest loans for a period maybe of 3 to 6 months, so that they are payable soon. So this will be the lower repayment schedule. 13%. And then the user will have to approve the loan. So once it's approved, they'll also receive a notification on their phone that their loan has been approved. And if they want to pay back, they'll simply have come here to add cash. So we put mobile money or bank services where you can. And accessibility and interoperability and accessibility. Because you can, a user can use this in the comfort of their place. They don't have to go anywhere to make these transactions.
Using mobile money or when you're using a bank, you just need to put the number. For us, Moja Loop will automatically detect that this is a phone number, and then we send a request, we initiate, you get the money, it initiates the money, you input, okay, let's the amount, let's assume like 1,000, then we input the number. Using Moja Loop, we'll be able to make a request to initiate the actual payment. As you can see that it has actually made a request to Moja Loop. And again, I'll receive a prompt on my phone to actually show that I'm going to input the money, and that money will reflect to my account. Automatically, Mojaloop will again I'll have to confirm with Mojaloop that yes, this person has really confirmed the payment, and then on my wallet, it should reflect that actually that money has been what? Received. So if I give it like 1 minute, because it's running in the background to check the other approval, the approval endpoint, it's trying to check that this person
If you present and you don't show your MVP, it would be very bad.
See them on the screen. Mine will start with a quick question. How long do you think it takes to become perfect at something? To save time, there is the 10,000 hour rule. It takes 10,000 hours. That is equivalent to 1.5 years to become perfect at something. For technical institutions, it is between 3 months to 2 years. More practical, more hands-on, and more involving. Well, the sad part of the story is most of our brothers and sisters in the technical field are not considered. You always need somebody to fix your car. You need somebody to bake your cake. You need somebody to do your hair. This is all done in technical institutions. I don't know if you have seen any platform where these people can expose themselves there. So opportunity is giving people with vocational skills. You have your skill, you can expose yourself. Show the world what you have without feeling small. Expose yourself to potential funders and get startup capital. Or better still, have you started your business? Advertise your product. Individuals with skills but with limited startup capital, limited exposure, limited room to showcase their ideas. Therefore, Opportune has come offering a platform for our brothers and sisters in the technical field. Showcase your skill and make yourself open to connect with potential funders, connect with employers, at the same time investors. Promote yours to do that. The level 1 principles that we are covering, we have interoperability. Transactions will be irrevocable because it's very costly to trace back money. We include everyone. Most platforms are 90% inclusive of the degree, the person with the paper qualification. We are here to include everyone. As long as you can do something, Opportune is here for you. Push payments. We're helping the disadvantaged people at the same time. Most of these people don't have the money to go up, but they can do something. This is why Opportune is here. A core value proposition. Opportune is your gateway to success, designed exclusively for Uganda's talented individuals. Showcase your technical skills and entrepreneurial spirit to potential funders, investors, and employers, opening doors to funding for your startups and personal growth. Our X factor. Most of the platforms, you expose yourself, but you don't have a chance to say, guys, I need to start up something. Please stand up for me. Opportune has that feature. We offer that platform for you to air out your mind. You need help, air it out. You need to do something, you need to work, air it out. With that said, I would like to invite our judges to have a look at our MVP.
Once I get into the website, I have an opportunity to add a skill. I have a skill, so I can go ahead and add a skill. If I'm a new user, I go ahead and register using these credentials. But then, if I'm already in the system, I can just log in with my credentials. And then after logging in with my credentials, I can go ahead and add my skill, my technical skill or my hands-on skill in this form, indicating my city, the description of the skill, because I'm given a chance to describe exactly what I do, what I can do for myself, what I can expose to the people. And then I can go ahead and expose to the people that I can do this, but then I have an image of myself engaging this kind of skill. So I can upload all of them for people to see. And now once I'm done, that means that my skill is out there for people to find. And therefore, if there is a potential donor who wants to go ahead and donate to my skill, can go ahead and navigate to the skills page and find my skill, and then go ahead and donate to it. So I donate in with my credentials. I don't need to log in. I don't need to register. I just go ahead and log in. I just enter in my details plus the amount that I want to fund to this skill. And then if I have anything to tell this person, I can go ahead and describe it down here. Maybe I would like to get in contact with that person. Maybe I would like to provide mentorship to that person, so I can go ahead and describe it down here. So I fund the skill. Using the Moja Loop transactions, I can go ahead and approve the donations. And that is what we call, in level 1 principles, that's a push payment. It enables you to do the transactions on your own. You're not forced. It is up to you to go ahead and donate.
No. The prerequisite for our platform, you just need to log in and showcase your skill. There is no amount attached.
How do I know that
Yes. You can follow up through our contacts. You can follow up that person. With time, we will even be exposing those who have been successful. This person has successfully raised their funds and all that. But even if you can't fund and you have an opportunity for them, you can reach out to them and help them.
We're going to go to the withdraw part. Like, show now, in case you've received the money, you've received the donation, you can go ahead and withdraw that money. Again, using Moja Loop. So the code responsible for the withdrawal, and it's all here. This is all Moja Loop. So we record that payment. We send that request, like for example, this one is for the approvement. I could show it to you from the other side, then we come here and we show you what's happening. Okay. So, like, as we know, Moja Loop works in 3 phases. The first phase is like to get to know the number you're sending to, like it returns the information about that particular user. The second step is the one that's responsible for actually sending the money, and the final is for approving the payment. Okay, so now we are under now the donation. Okay, we use PHP like to handle those transactions. Okay, so under here we have this request. Now this request now in case the user wants to withdraw money. So now in case you want to withdraw money, okay, this one's for approving. I want to like show them to you like how it starts. So this one's one for starting the withdrawal. We send the request to initiate the transaction. So after sending that request, we input in the information about the user and all that. It's a call request. That's why you have the call here. So after that, we input in all the user information and ID. Yeah, so after receiving all that information, we receive a JSON. But you have to make sure that that request was received successfully. So that's why we've got here like a status to check whether the authorization was received successfully. Thereafter, we send a request back to the user. Like this shows all. So as you see here, So if I try to input in here some amount, input in any number, put in 10K. 10K. If you input in your number, so now if you say next, that's the first step of module loop, like to return the information about the user. So now that's the other code I've showed you, like that initiates the transaction and returns the information about the participant you want to send to. Thereafter, we initiate the second transaction. That we send the currency, the amount, and all that. Thereafter, we go to the third, which you have to use to approve the transaction.
Thank you so much, Optune. The time is up. Next, we have Car Care Connect. Good morning, everyone. This is Evelyn from Team Car Care Connect with Pauline, and our colleague Benjamin is not around. He lost a relative. Sorry. Our problem statement starts with a picture. There is, on the right-hand side, you see there is someone very stranded. They were on a way, moving somewhere. Their car broke down. The person is worried, confused. They don't know what exactly they should do. So that brings me to the problem statement that we have. In Uganda, there are very many unexpected car breakdowns that occur on a daily basis. And as a result, people are inconvenienced, people fear, get anxiety, they panic, and they are stressed. So now, as a solution, we are coming up with Car Care Connect. On the image, you realize that we have a slogan, locate a mechanic in one click. That just means that it is a quicker way you're going to land on a mechanic. It is a simple way you're going to get connected to the mechanic. So now, our solution is Car Care that is meant to provide a quickest, affordable, and reliable way you're going to get a mechanic in case you get a car breakdown. This is intended for the car owners, different car owners in Uganda. So we also have a quote here, where innovation meets seamless car care, transforming journeys across Uganda. So realize that your car breaks down, and usually you are driving because you are going somewhere, because you have an appointment. So that anxiety, that panic, that stress you get when your car breaks down should no longer be a big deal, because Car Care will help you to quickly reach out to a mechanic and save time, save money that you are going to spend in trying to get border riders, get from your mechanic, trying to call people here and there who are not in that location. So another thing, Car Care Connect is coming to retrieve nearby mechanics depending on your phone location. Where you are, you get the mechanics who are closest to you anywhere you are. So our core value proposition, there is also a picture of someone driving, but for this time, the person is smiling, the person is happy, they are enjoying their journey, they are feeling proud in their car just because it didn't break down. It is well repaired and well maintained. So our core value proposition is to provide a quickest, reliable, and affordable way to locate mechanics for different car owners who face breakdowns, depending on where they are. So when we do that, what are we bringing to the people? What is putting a smile on someone who was worried that their car has broken down? So what happens is, after their car has been repaired, they are happy, they drive safely, they are convenient now, and they are financially stable. They have not spent a lot of money trying to reach out to different people to connect them. The X factor is elevating car repair in Uganda through technology. The technology here we are using is mostly geospatial technology to retrieve information anywhere you are. Then that takes us to our APK. It is a mobile application. So judges, kindly.
It's a recovery service, right?
Yeah, we're connecting
them to right. So what if the car can't get fixed? What if you have a major problem, you can't fix the car? The mechanic can't fix it on the side of the road. What then?
In case of that, the major aim is to connect you to a mechanic. So once a mechanic reaches, your car can't be repaired. There are different mechanics, and different mechanics have different experiences. So the overall role is to make sure that your car gets fixed. If one mechanic can't do it, then there is a next nearby mechanic. And you realize that, as we're going to show, there is a page where someone pays a commitment fee. So that commitment fee someone is paying is like, I'm ready to receive the mechanic. Someone can't just come from wherever they are coming from and you reach, maybe you have. So what happens is, it is now our role to make sure that you are now connected to a mechanic with better experience.
I understand the connectivity of the mechanic. The question was, no matter the experience, if the car is so badly broken down that it can't be fixed in that instance, what would happen with the client who has signed up a service and a promise that idealistically is a recovery service? So it should be, regardless, will connect you or get you to where you need to go. If the mechanic gives a diagnostics and I can't fix the car today, you need to take repair shop, what would happen to that person on the side of the road? Would there be a replacement car service?
Currently, we don't have that included in the system. The different car that would maybe substitute your car, or we don't have it yet included in the system. So it is a mobile application, so it has a landing page that has a logo, a slogan, and a button that someone is to click to proceed to the home page. So when someone clicks, they access a home page that has different functionalities. One is nearby mechanics, where you are retrieving those ones near you. The other functionality is appointments. Your car couldn't have broken there and then, but you need to take your car for servicing at a later stage. So you want to book a mechanic earlier, so there is appointments. We also have mechanics, whereby you view all the mechanics that are registered, not only those near you. Then at the bottom, we have the most rated mechanics. Those are mechanics who have given good services to people, and they rate them. So someone will click on nearby mechanics. So what happens, we require you to log in because we want to know who exactly is this person. So in case you don't have an account, you sign up, but we had created an account, so Pauline is logging in. So after inputting your credentials, you click the login button. A minute. So after logging in, you see different mechanics who are nearby, who are next to you, and you can click on any, because we have their location. They show you that this person, Henry, is 1 kilometer away from you. This person is 5 meters from you. This person is 1 kilometer from you. So you view the details and select which one you feel will work for you. So after selecting the mechanic you feel will work for you, there is a page that requires you to pay commitment fee for someone, for now the mechanic to start the journey, coming to your car, preparing all that you need. So you enter your number. It is not tied to the number. You enter either bank account or a number, anything that you have that has money, and the amount. So after entering that, you realize that when you click the continue button, sorry, it is small. When you click the continue button, there is a pop-up message that is showing you that digital financial service provider you are trying to connect to has been recognized. They see that person. So here how we are achieving that, we are connecting to Mojaloop to identify the different digital financial service providers. You don't have to enter MTN, Airtel, or Centenary. You just put a number and Mojaloop will help you identify which provider you are working on. So what is supposed to happen next is now to show you the journey that the mechanic has started their journey. They are coming to you. You'll be noticing the distance they have covered. Yeah, Google Maps. Yeah. That's where we are as of now. That's where we are as of now. Yeah, the code, okay. Okay. Let me continue here. This is the response. When someone clicks the continue button, they show you that the provider lookup has been successful. I go to the source code. Okay. Thank you so much, Care Connect. Your time is up. Next, we have e-parking. Next is e-parking.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ainembaba's Charity. I'm Thaira Christine and Mwesga Arian. We are Team e-parking. So let's dive our minds to the current parking system along the streets in Uganda. You'll find, those who don't know, you'll find the attendant who has to prac out the coupons to the drivers who have come to park along that street. Then by parking, he or she has to document the number of coupons given out, the fares per coupon. Then at the end of the day, he has to sum up those fares. So as Team e-parking, we found a problem there. And the problem statement states that the money process and the inadequate management and the inadequate resource management lead to revenue loss for the authorities and accumulation of bulky documents that hinder the streamlined operations. So what is the solution to this? We've come up with a mobile application that will simplify the parking system along the streets and resource management. This mobile application has the unique features. It has the QR code. This QR code will help to initiate and terminate the parking sessions. It has the app token payment. This will help the drivers to pay in tokens, eliminating the payment in cash. It has the real-time transactions whereby we've employed or utilized the moja loop to help in real-time transactions. Then it also has the session alerts. Here, I mean, it will give the notifications to the drivers to notify them about the expiry of the session, as how MTN and Airtel give the notifications of you've used up 80% of your data. Then the core value preposition. The core value preposition, e-packing focuses on simplifying and enhancing the resource management to the parking authorities and drivers along the municipality and city streets with a seamless and efficient mobile application. Then since it is an electronic technology, we are utilizing the moja loop for the interoperability of the DFSPs. Then also for the real-time transactions, also for the irrevocability. Then we didn't stop there. We're also using the Level 1 project for the adherence to the mobile application, whereby the drivers, the parking authorities, and the attendant will adhere to the system, to the operation, to the application. Then also the transparency. It will be transparent to those actors.
So we are now going to the MVP. Sorry?
With the QR codes, do you have location spots for parking? So you would have in your system where there is parking sessions. So if I drive on your app, you should be able to tell me where I can park my car. And then when I get to that destination, I would have a location stand to scan.
At the moment, we are considering where we have attendants already that are using the manual systems. So now I can take you through the MVP. So, I have it on my phone. So this is our MVP, as you can see from there. So a new user will have to register, but if you have an account already, you have to just log in. So in the login, for example, let me use this login that I have already. So it will send a request to our server and you will come here to our main screen. We have this current activity that shows if you are parking or not. So when you are someone that has come to the attendants will have a QR code that will be presented to you. And what you'll do is just scan this QR code to start a parking session. But to do that, you'll have money on your account. For example, I have money and you'd have bought tokens. So you can buy some tokens. But to put the money, you have to first deposit. And that's where the module part comes in. We give an account that's with money, but still you can still deposit on that account. So in here you can put in the amount, maybe 10,000 Ugandan shillings, and you have to select a provider. In our case, we only have Moja as our provider. So in the Moja we use the phone number that you registered with, which you shall check. For example, could be using mobile money payments at the moment as our digital financial service provider. So when you click the deposit, you'll go through the Moja operations. For example, begins with the lookup, then the approval, and then the transaction complete, which we should have done, but now that's not a live system yet. We didn't put that, but it goes through those operations. We have a Moja server that we have that has those operations. You can show from here that actually those operations went through and logged the responses there. So now that we have had that, you see when you deposit our money appeared, now we can start a parking session. Once you have been presented with a QR code, what you do is click the scan, your camera will appear, then you scan a QR code, for example, this one. And now it has started the parking session, as you can see. Now when you go back to your home screen, our timer here should appear and show you your session that's running. Now when you return, you'll be presented the same QR code that you scanned before, which you'll scan again because it's the same parking spot. When you go to another location and scan the QR code, you find it won't work for you to stop the session. So now that you have returned again, you'll scan the QR code again. So once you scan again, your parking session will stop and it will show the amount of time you've spent on that parking spot, and your tokens will get deducted. For example, I'd say that 30 minutes and below, that's one token, which has been deducted here. 31 minutes, those are 2, and up. So that's why for the moment, the notification part is on. Maybe when they'd want to send notifications about updates or what. We had it on our admin part, but for now I can just send maybe a push notification trying to make some key features, introducing it to these people. So when I send a push notification to sending a request, it has not sent all the users. Have an error on the push notification, but whenever you could send a push notification, we expected it to appear here on the screen. So that's an error we shall fix, but that's what we have at the moment.
Thank you so much, eParking. Next, we have Team Elite Company. Team Elite. The rest of us, let us be silent.
Good morning, everyone. This is Elite Company. First of all, I will start with a scenario of Gerard, who has lived in Kampala for over years and has a family, but has not yet managed to own land or property and anything, and he wishes to own land so that he could build a home and so that he could build a home, but he's not yet confidential about which real estate company could help him. So I introduced Elite Estates that is going to help him out. And our solution is a web application that is going to help low-income earners buy, sell, and acquire land, property, or homes and rentals in order to have their homes of their dreams. Through our user-friendly web application, is going to be able to make transactions through the integration of Moja Loop that is going to securely transfer his funds and efficiently using our web application. Our problem statement: low-income earners who wish to own their dream homes, land, apartments, and other property are finding a problem. However, the financial constraints that they are facing of paying and saving up for their dream property is a constraint, and therefore we are addressing that problem
through our user-friendly web application. The core value proposition, Elite Estates enables buying, selling, renting, and other property to low-income earners in urban areas due to the geographical location, helping them find property and homes conveniently. Through integrating Moja Loop, we are going to enable our users confidently transfer funds and transparently, because they will have to initiate their payments. I would like to invite our judges.
How do you guarantee that you overcome any land issues? So if I'm purchasing from you, I would assume you guys take care of the deeds, the titles, so when somebody buys, there are no more following land issues that come with it. Is that something that you guarantee with the service that you're offering?
Yes, please, because we are going to partner with other real estate companies, and we shall have the mobile wallet where they will deposit confidentially, so that they do not have to have confidential issues with us.
Okay, so if a client comes and they want to purchase a house, and you said that they do it in installments, so what's the initiation process? When does that person get the final approval that they own the purchase that they have? So all the paperwork and the logistics of, all the policies that follow, at what stage does the end user or your client receive the actual ownership of the property?
At initial payment, the initial, yes.
So when I make my first deposit, you give me my land title?
Yes.
How do you
But
guarantee that I will finish up?
30%.
Okay, thank you. This is our customer comes, a client comes, and then they have logged in. So they view a list. They view a list of properties that have been uploaded by our admin. So they can browse, they can see the details of the property. For example, this is an apartment for rent. Okay, this one is for sale. So they can view property details and the amenities that are associated with those details. So they can click their favorite property that has been listed, and then everything is embedded in here. The location can be there. You can use it to access the location of the property. We have coordinates embedded in there. There are details. For example, if it's a house, they can be ground floors, lots of dimensions around the house, or if it's land maybe. And then this is going to be both a mobile application and a web application, so that we include everyone, those without, those who can't access smartphones maybe but can access internet. And then, so they can choose to contact you, the owner of the owner of the property that is being sold. And then, so this is the amount that they got to pay in the end. And at the same time, we have a demo of a working application, because this is a web application, so there is a mobile. So that's a splash screen. And that's the home page. So they can view everything, the property listings, up to the time of making their payments. So this is property that has been uploaded.
What about the legal requirements of purchasing? How do you proceed? Sorry. What about the legal requirements of purchasing? How do you overcome or proceed forward if somebody is purchasing through an app? What about the legalities of ownership?
Of course, because we are planning to partner with, first of all, we can't upload property here without people's consent, without the consent of the people. So we are uploading property from real known and legalized estate companies. So whichever property that we get here, and all the legalities, they're handled by the companies.
Okay.
Yes.
So one would work with the estate agents once you locate the buyer, you connect them with the estate agents, and then it carries on from there.
Yes, because we don't own property. Because we don't, yes,
I get
please.
it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Elite. Thank you for uploading. At least you have remembered. I'm going to request the teams when you're presenting, be mindful of this camera so that your faces are seen out there in the world as great innovators, and use a microphone. I'm also going to request our judges to remember to use a microphone so that those who are on live can see you. Next, we have Team Financial Education Platform for Women.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Asimwe Maureen, I am curator, and Kawesi Patrick are my team members. We are Team Financial Education Platform for Women. I'm going to start with a scenario. I have a friend actually at campus called Jacqueline. She comes from a humble background and she was given 500,000 to take her throughout her semester as her upkeep. And guess what? Anta had to use the 500,000 in only 2 months. You know, us girls with unplanned expenditures. And then she had to starve for that 2 months because the parents are not well off, you know. So she had to starve for the 2 months. She couldn't concentrate, hence failing her exams. And then this brings us to our solution. This brings us to our problem that women is financial empowerment gap, limited education to finances, decision-making hurdles, poor saving culture, and failure to track expenses. Then our solution, we got a game changer in financial education platform. The financial education platform offers an accessible and comprehensive online experience. It provides interactive content, simulations, and tools to teach budgeting, saving, and investing, and retirement planning. The platform fosters practical application of financial concepts and decision-making skills. What makes our platform unique from others is that we provide 3-in-1. You learn, you budget, you learn how to budget and you can budget, you save with us. So it also has the level 1 design principles. There is open loop interoperability among all providers that is open to all actors, including the financial institutions. It has immediate funds transfer and same-day settlement. We are also planning to implement different communities. Our target market is the youth, women youths. We are trying to implement different communities. They can share knowledge. They can share ideas and knowledge. We are also trying to implement our users can come to our platform and sell their products on our platform. Yeah, then our core value proposition is financial education platform is a web application that is aiming at fostering financial independence and empowerment, equipping women youths with knowledge, confidence for a financial future, and long life prosperity. I would like to request our judges.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ghost Patrick, financial education platform for women. As you can see, a user, if you have an account, if you have been a user, you can just log in, or if you're a new user, you can first create an account or register. So after registering, this is the home page. As you can see, as she has explained, our platform offers a 3-in-1. It offers learning, it offers saving and expenses. So after logging in, you land on this page. If you want to learn, you want to access learning materials, you shall just click here. There's a button called blog. Then you will access resources. Sorry. Here, then you will access resources. Then this one, why we embed this one? Because we are planning to partner with the different financial experts to provide lessons to our customers. That's why we embed this one, this YouTube video, to show what we are going to be doing. Here you can access learning materials in form of videos, in form of, you can download them, in form of PDFs. You can access learning material, you can access curriculum, and many more. As you can see, you can ask for downloadable link, and you sign in, they send it in your email, then you download the material. As you can see, I fill in this Google form, then they send the materials. Then we have different services. As she has explained, you can save, you can manage your savings. So as you can see here, after clicking here, in manage savings, they will bring you here to the calculator to calculate your savings, and they will give you different recommendations how you can achieve your saving goals. When you come here, you fill in, for example here, saving goal, you can put in like 7M. How much can you save? You can save 10K each month. Then how much have you saved? For example, I've saved 100K so far. Then interest rate 5. Then you can press next. They will give you here recommendations, like it will take until April 2044, 20 years and 8 months to save 7M at 10K per month. So you can start budgeting here, you can start budgeting your expenses, and this is a budget planner. So the interest over time, I'll go to another. Pardon?
Your expense tracking.
This one.
If you go back, if you want to go back, I want to, just to see how the expense tracking works.
Expense tracking. You come here. They will give you this form. You can create an account. Register and receive. It is requesting request token invalid, meaning there is a problem with our database. Yes. So after where our financial inclusion, If you click view more, we have different services, but you can access some of them on a premium account. Here you can upgrade to premium, but because of this, as you can see, when you upgrade to premium, you can access different services like wealth management, retirement planning, financial planning. Then these ones you can access them on ordinary account. To upgrade on premium, you have to first subscribe with us. But currently this feature does not work because of Mojalup API. It brought some errors with our machine, so we were unable to integrate it. Yeah, but when we integrate it, we shall be able to use this service to upgrade to premium. You access personalized learning, then we continue.
So core value proposition is we provide startup loan services to financially underserved and unprivileged women in rural areas aged between 20 and 45. And our X factor is we are one of those people that actually give out loans at the lowest interest. For it goes as low as 2%, and we not only do that for women, but we continue, and if these women, the women we give money, if they go out there and start up businesses, whatever they're producing, we go ahead and help them find market for it. Thank you. So I just kindly come and look at our MVP.
The loan payments that you give, so I'm assuming once you've pre-qualified your potential women that you're giving, what's the return on interest and how quick is the return when you set out loans?
So, okay, what we designed before, these women can return the money in the period. Okay, we ask you, depending on how much money you want to borrow from us, first of all, you tell us how much money you can pay. It depends on you. If you can pay daily, like you keep on paying that money daily, it's okay with us. Then if we give you like a period of, if you agree like upon a period of, let's say 2 months, and we give you an interest of 2%, if you exceed that period, there is a penalty of 1%. Yes.
So like if someone is interested in the getting of the loan, the startup loan, it will be, is he just enhancing the business or he wants a startup loan? So if he wants the startup loan, you will be able to log in. Since that we are favoring for these people who don't have even smartphones, we will be able to showcase this platform to them by doing the marketing, the field study. So anyone who is interested, who as me as the admin, I'll be able to register.
How do you pre-qualify the concepts, the startups? So if I want to start a business,
like,
I come with a business plan, you go through my business plan to quantify that my concept is indeed, I can bring you back a profit. How do we know that the businesses can carry the money that you've lent them?
So first of all, in addition to what we do, we give these women financial education. We teach you about the low and high risk investments, and I believe by the end of all those sessions, you're able to cite out a business you can invest in your money, and it can really return our money back and also gain you money of your own.
So me as an admin, I will be able to log in so that I get access to you, the interested borrowers. So I'll be able to log in. So me as an admin, after like teaching that financial education to you and I convince you, so if you get interested that you want a loan, I'll be able to register you as an interested borrower. So I'll be adding you to our platform by taking in your fields, like I can register your name. Can register your name. All the fields that are required. Then this tax ID can be the ID, the number, the ID for national ID. Let me just write. So you'll be able to be added to the list of the people who are interested to get the startup loan. So after agreeing that you want a loan, always you have a plan for it. We will tell you what goal do you have for the loan. So you make a plan for the loan. So it is us, me as the admin, registering all your fields that you're telling me through the interviews. So, for what is your plan? Is it to pay in monthly or at the daily basis? So I'll be able to. Like in how many months are you willing to pay like the loan you want us to give you? So let me say 2. Then we tell you about if you get like 200, so our interest will be bringing that money back. It will be a 2% of that amount. Then, like if you exceed, like you've said the loan you've gotten, it is to be paid in 2 months' time. So if you exceed those 2 months' time, there's a penalty, as the fortunate said. So it will be that 1% she was talking about as our key factor. Sorry. So which is a 2. Then I try to collect all those records.
So in essence, the short-term loans, it's not a long-term loan.
No, for us, as we scheduled, it does not exceed 6 months.
So it would not be ideal for a startup. It would probably be more ideal for somebody who's already trading, if you're going to get a daily return.
No, it is that daily return bases on you.
Okay, what we do, we agree with you upon how you can pay this loan.
No, I understand. If I'm starting up a business, I can't give you a daily return before 6 months, surely.
It was just an assumption.
Okay.
So like, as I've said, so the interest, the penalty will be 1, the interest. So I'll be able to store all these fields in my database. But things are it's already set. I'll be showing you. Then also what are you wanting this loan for? So you will say, I want it to be a monthly loan. Like you'll be paying it in monthly. Sorry?
No, we don't give out those for weddings.
For weddings, for specific.
For business.
Yeah. So loan description, you can say I'm starting up a business. So all these fields will be stored in our database. So as you see, anyone who is interested in the getting of the loan will be able to store him here. Like previously I've said, we are up to people who don't have smartphones.
Thank you so much, Team Infitix. So we are going to take a lunch break. We are taking a lunch break. I know some of you want to finish so that you eat in peace, but our lunch is already here, so we are taking a lunch break. I'm going to request our dear judges to go and have lunch. Becky will guide you. And then after lunch, we are going to start with If You Will. Thank you.